Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. One print used 3 different ways. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back. To all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers, thank you all so much for the wonderful ways in which you support me and my channel. I really do appreciate it. Aren't these boxes gorgeous? They're all the same print, but we're going to do some different folds and different cuts to get different looks and turn out something absolutely fabulous. And we're going to do it using one image from my latest paper pack. So I'll give you a closer look in just a minute. But y'all know what time it is? It's time to make it. So y'all, here's a closer look at the awesome project we're going to be making today. We are going to use this image here, and it's going to be turned portrait and landscape to make 3 different box types. So we're going to make this beautiful milk carton, and I'll share with you a very unique way that you can close it without needing paper clips, clothespins, ribbon, any of that. Then we have just a standard tall box with a lid, and I'll be using a scrap piece for this lid. And then we have this style box, which has that pizza box type opening. Very, very beautiful box. It's amazing what you can do with the same print. So from one 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper, you can take your pick of which box style you might want to make, or you might find that you want to make all 3 styles. But when you start with a print that has a nice graphic on it, then you don't have to worry about adding too many embellishments, because look at how beautiful the paper is. The paper is the embellishment. So let me walk you through this latest gorgeous paper pack. I know you're going to love it. So this is a digital paper pack that will have 13 pages in it. And this pack is designed to have more of a watercolor look, so to have more of a faded look, which I absolutely think works beautifully on this type project or prints. So we have a church and a field of flowers. We are going to have that church and the field of flowers positioned this way, as well as positioned this way, so that you can make both styles of boxes if you want, or you don't even have to make boxes with these, but I wanted to make sure that you had the print oriented in both directions. Then you're going to have this beautiful, beautiful floral page here, and we're going with pink if you haven't noticed. And then we have another floral page, and remember I told you that these are all watercolor type, so it's going to look like watercolor paints laid down on paper. And then we have this beautiful pink gingham. We have that same flower pattern, but this time we have some polka dots overlaid for a different look. We have these beautiful pink stripes. We have our card pages, and again we just cut straight across, and we have 2 cards. Then I have that solid base. Then we have our large graphic with some script overlaid. And then we have our embellishment and sentiment page, and you can fussy cut these flowers as well as the sentiments at the bottom. Then we have a cut apart page that I think is just so cute, so you can cut these cut aparts out, use them on cards, you can use them on boxes, bags, you can use them as tags, however you like. And then I added another cut apart page because we do have a church motif on some of the papers. So I thought I would add a religious themed cut apart page for those of you who've been looking for something like that. And I think that you will enjoy these. So this is our Pretty in Pink digital paper crafting kit. It is absolutely gorgeous. Once you download these files, you will have unlimited access to print and use these as much as you want. So we're going to go ahead and make the boxes 3 different ways because I want to show you how easy that is to do. So to make the boxes, I'm going to be using 2 pieces that are oriented this way and 1 piece that is oriented this way. So we're going to go ahead and start with this piece And with this piece, we'll be able to make our pizza box style box. And you can see that it holds quite a bit. I could have even run it through the printer and just added a print to the inside to give it a double-sided look. So when finished, this box is going to be 6.5 by 4 by 1. So we're going to take this. I'll bring in my stylus. And I am going to score at 1, at 5, at 6, and at 10. Then I'll turn it to the 8.5 inch side and we score at 1. Going to rotate it to the opposite 8.5 inch side and we score at 1. And I'm going to put all of these boxes together using tape. You can use glue if you like, but for mine, I am going to use tape. And all I'm doing right now is folding and burnishing my score marks. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the score mark here and cut straight down to free these tabs. Then I'll go ahead and angle in and angle in. Same thing over here. Go to that score mark, drag straight down to free that tab, angle, and angle. Then on the end where I have the flowers, the bottom part of the print, I'm going to flip it over because it's easier for me to see my score marks, and I'm going to cut straight down, but then I'm going to do a pretty deep angle cut here. And I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to cut straight down, and then I'll do a pretty deep angle cut to remove the corner piece. So that's what I want it to look like right now. And then on this end, I'm going to cut straight down. I'll angle in just a little bit, cut straight down, and angle in. Now we can go ahead and put it together. So I'm going to take my tape, add some tape here, add some tape here, add some tape on these tabs. Now I'll take this piece and we're going to join it there. Join that piece right there. Then we'll take this piece, put it there, and this piece here in the middle, bring it up. So there's the base of your box. I am going to take my scissors and I am just going to round this. It'll make it fold in easier. So y'all, there's our box. We can fold this in, fold that in. And now we have a really sweet little box that measures 6.5 by 4 by 1. We can put all types of goodies in this box, so that is box number 1. So we're going to go ahead and make box number 2, and we'll make box number 2 with our paper oriented this way. So I am going to take my paper and I'm going to go ahead and score at 1.5. Then I'll turn it this way and I'm going to score at 1, at 3.5, at 6, and at 8.5. Those are all of my scores for this box. So now we're just going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And then here at the bottom, you're going to have a corner piece that we need to remove. So I am just going to cut it out and remove it. Now we go across the bottom. Everywhere that we have a score mark, we're going to angle cut to get that tab. And so just like that, y'all, we're ready to put this together. So this is the adhesive flap, and I'll be putting the tape on this flap here, but I'm going to flip it over, and next to the adhesive flap I'm just going to add some tape, and then I'll skip one and add some tape. Then I'll flip it over to this side, and I'm going to add tape on the two pieces that I didn't add tape on this side. So every other one I add tape. Now we can put it together. And I need to add some tape to the adhesive flap. So now we can put it together. Very, very simple. We're just going to take it and get the tops matched, and then as you slide your finger down, you're basically causing everything else to fall into place. So now we'll take it, and where we have the tape on the outside, we're going to fold those in. Then we fold this piece over, and we fold this piece over. And y'all, that gives us a nice tall box. And y'all, that gives us a box that measures 7 by 2.5 by 2.5. We're going to make a very quick lid for this. So to make my lid, I'm just going to take a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to cut it 6 5/8 by 6 5/8. And we score at 1 and at 2 on all 4 sides. So that's 1 and 2 on all 4 sides. So then we just need to fold and burnish all of our scores. And once we have all of those scores folded and burnished, we are going to remove the 3 corner pieces. And to do that, we go up to the second score mark here, and we can angle in here, angle here, and angle to remove, and then reduce. And we do this on all 4 sides. So we go up to that second score mark and drag straight down. Then we angle in, we angle, and we reduce. And then we follow these 2 lines across, and we do the same thing. And then when you finish, your piece is going to look like this. You'll have these 2 ends that are angled. We want to go ahead and angle the outside ends on the other 2 sides. So now we're just going to add some tape to these tabs. And then we'll add some tape to the outer flap. Again, you can use glue if you want. I'm using tape. And now we just put it together by matching those corners. Make sure you get those corners nice and tight and crisp. So I'm doing that here and here. And then we just fold these flaps in all the way around. And so now we have a lid for our box. We can take that lid, put it on, and you have a lid for this box that measures 7 by 2.5 by 2.5. That is box number 2. Now we're going to make our 3rd box, which is the milk carton box. And this is my favorite box of all the boxes that I've made today. And you're going to be amazed at how easy it is. So on the 8.5 inch side, let's score at 1.5. At 6. And at 7.5. Then we're going to turn it to the 11 inch side, and we score at 1, at 3.5, at 6, and at 8.5. Then again, we just fold and burnish all of our scores. And then when I get to this top fold here, I'm actually going to fold it this way and burnish it. All right, so now that we have it like this, we're going to have that corner piece right there that we need to remove. So I'll just angle in, and then I'll cut straight across and remove it. Then I'll go across the bottom and do that same angling that we did on the other box. And so now your piece will look like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make some triangles so that we'll be able to fold in the side of the box with ease to give it that milk carton look. So we start on the end that has the adhesive flap, and we work in this panel, and then we skip one and we work in this panel. So all we're doing is we're basically finding our center point. You can place your ruler down if you want to find that center point. Then all you're going to do is take your stylus pressed against your ruler to make these triangles. One there, and then one right here. And I'm just eyeballing it, but if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can place down your ruler. Now, when I place down my ruler, I'm not making a mark with a pen. I'm making the indentation with my stylus. And that's what I'm going to do right here. So I just want to go over that and press down to get my mark. I only made the ink mark so that you guys could see what I was doing. So now that we have our indentation, I'm just going to train that to want to fold in just a little bit by playing with it like that. So y'all, we're ready to put it together. Again, I'm going to place my tape on the adhesive flap. Then I'll flip it over and I'll place tape here and here on the outside. Then I flip it over and I use this one to place tape. And I ran out of tape. Doggone it, doggone it. So I ran out of tape in the tape runner I was using. So I'm going to use this one, which is not one of my favorites because I've never really liked how it rolled out the tape. So that's why I don't show it to you guys much. But I added tape here and tape here on the white side, and then tape here and tape here on the printed side. So now we can take our box, and just like we did before, we're going to match the top, and then I'll just get it like that. Now I can fold in where I have the tape on the outside, fold that in like that, fold in the back, and fold over the front. Now I can stand it up, and because I've made those indentations, I can squeeze in, and y'all, I have a milk carton. That's how easy it is to make this. Now, in order to close it without needing to glue it closed or to add a clothespin or a paper clip or ribbon, I am going to cut a piece at 2 by 2.5. Then on the 2-inch side, I'll score at 1. Fold and burnish. I'll bring this tape runner back out and just add some tape. And once I have this filled with whatever I'm going to fill it with, I can take this topper, place it on like this. And that holds everything in place. I don't have to worry about doing anything else except adding a little decoration to the top if I wanted to. So when finished, this box is 6.5 by 2.5 by 2.5. And y'all, it is super, super cute. And it is so easy to do these boxes. So if you have a favorite paper that you might be using for an event that you're planning and you want to have different styles of boxes, just know that with the same print, you can get 3 different box types. You can even get more, but here I'm only showing 3. And then of course, if you're interested, I have my digital kit available on my website. The link will be in the description box for that digital kit. Right now, I really don't know what's happening with my PayPal, that it will not accept orders from internationals. I have gone in and made adjustments. I keep trying, I keep tweaking it, and I don't know if it's working or not. So you can try it to see if it'll work. If not, right now I don't have a sell option available for you, but I am working on it, and I hope to have something to be able to offer soon, but right now I just don't. But I am so pleased with how this pretty and pink paper crafting kit turned out. I love the vibrancy of it, and I love the look that it gives me on my projects, and I think that you will too. So I hope that you have really enjoyed today's awesome video and the awesome way in which we can take one image and turn it into 3 different projects. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.